Thank you. Our next session is a monologue on delightful design by Mukhi Raghunathan, founder PepperSauce. PepperSauce is a happily independent digital agency focusing on... Sorry, my apologies. Pepper Square is a happily independent digital agency focusing on design-based software, engineering for the web and mobile. Mukhi has successfully influenced over 250 companies in India and USA in his 20 years career.
Go ahead, sorry.
70 startups have been incubated at Pepper Square during the last 11 years. Mukhi is extremely down-to-earth and one of the first user interface designers in India. He is a self-taught designer and started his career in design in 1992 by working with the DOS version of Animator Pro. He has worked on digitalization techniques using clay models way back in 1994, for which he learned to do poetry. Mukhi believes art is personal while design is global. His understanding of design and emotional connect with people are characteristic of his dynamic personality, which constantly triggers positive energy and enthusiasm in every project he undertakes. Over to you, Mukhi.
Is it working? All right. Thank you so much. And very good afternoon to all of you. How's the lunch treating you? Good? Sleepy? All right. So I always get a chance to speak after lunch, but I'll try to make sure that you all don't sleep. She gave a brief about where I come from, but I just wanted to say it in one line, that I'm going to share my lifelong learning of design in just 20 minutes. I'll try to do justice. I've prepared quite a bit on that. These are all very simple elements which many of you know about it. It's not that you don't know, but I'm sure it's going to be exciting. Not connecting. 1 second. Just 1 second. Something else is connecting. So this is a good opportunity for a great design. Have you ever come across your laptop connecting with the projector? I don't think so. Just 1 second. All right. Thank you. Design to me is about questioning everything around us. It is about finding multiple solutions for problems. We all know the problems. Design to me is about making people's life better. There is nothing else to design more than that, right? End of the day, whether you may be a digital designer, offline designer, it's all reaching out to people. If you look at it on the left-hand side, the soldier holding a compass changed the whole world. We all know that. Historically, it has great significance. It made the world flat. What you see on the left-hand side is called a Kaminga compass, which is designed by the US Army. It works in the night. It doesn't need any battery. Even today, it works fantastically, flawlessly, and it guides all the soldiers every single day. And that's the beautiful design. That's what compass changed our life. So navigation is the most important thing in a design. Any design it can be. It's very important for you to create an intuitive navigation which helps the user, which guides the user, not help, which guides the user. We all know that kings and queens, they have all created multiple different currencies in the world using silver and gold. But do you know that most of the time it became very expensive and they could not scale it? Hence they came out with paper and leather-based currencies, right? But today if you look at it, the beauty is what we are doing today is we are using plastic, and using that plastic we are transacting with tomorrow's money. We don't even have the money with us. But if you look at Bitcoin, the entire transaction has become virtual, which means there is no form. Remember this, there is absolutely no form in the currency for tomorrow. That's a massive shift in design thinking. Whoever thought that the currency you will not be able to feel? So keep all your dollar bills with you. So one day it will be worth that, $100 bill will be worth $10,000. So this is one of the most important thing. I'm sure many of you would have seen both the places. I believe strongly that art is personal, design is global. When Michelangelo, do you know that Michelangelo slept all the time and then drew? And if you look at it, if you go there and see it, it takes you back in time completely. But when you go to New York subway, you are living the design. Every single day you are living the design. To me, design is very, very important. It should be collaborative. It should be able to take people along. Otherwise, it becomes just an art. As designers, as an entrepreneur, as a creative writer, as a business owner, as a CEO, all of you are designers. Each one of us have design in our mind. The first thing you do is you think, and then you have a particular design pattern in your mind. How do you translate that, your dream, articulate that to a physical form? That's the challenge. Have you ever thought of libraries without books and people? We never thought of it. Today, you don't go to libraries, they come to you. That's the beauty of design. So, whenever you design, the most important thing what you got to understand is, do I want to follow the convention or do I want to innovate? When you innovate, you will always be pushed out to the side. But that's where you have a challenge. And that's where you need to jump up and then say that, hey, this is the future, I'm looking at it. And most of the designers who have become entrepreneurs, they all struggle with one reason, that they are looking at pixel perfection, but they are not able to go live, go to market with their design. It's very important for you to go to the market as soon as possible, because there is no end to perfection. Just graduate to detail orientation. Many of us ask questions. Was that the original purpose of WhatsApp? What was the original purpose of WhatsApp? I have two daughters. One is 14 years old, other is 8 years old. My 14-year-old daughter, every day with her friends, connect with WhatsApp, and they all create a group and they exchange notes. And I'm sure WhatsApp would have never thought of that. So what does it mean to you? When you design something, you have no idea how users are going to use your system. And that's where Intuit Scott Cook, the founder of Scott Cook, told me once that it's very important for you to go there, sit next to the user and observe without talking. All you need to do is just keep on observing them, go home with them. They may be using it differently, and that creates a very innovative idea which you have never thought of, but they are doing it right now, and that's most important. I see, especially in India, we are more abstract in thinking. We are not very focused, and that's the reason we don't have great designers. But we had great designers 500 years ago. There were phenomenal people who created fantastic design in this country. But design doesn't mean that it's only visual. It can also be poetry. It can be anything. So all you need to do is you got to think simple. You got to think at scale. The amount of people you are bringing in together is what matters, and that can be achieved only by design. This is a very important one, and most of you know about it. What is the big deal about this picture? This is a funeral. Both are funeral pictures. But what is the big deal about it? Today, the earlier subject and the object were two different things. We all went because of that. We went to an event because the event was larger than our life. Today, we have become selfie-centered because of the design, the beautiful design of a mobile phone, which makes you more than the event itself. It's a very important thing for each one of you to understand. And that's the reason you are always looking at updating your Facebook profile very often, because it's all about you. The whole world is around you today, right? I'm going to show you a few lessons, which are around 5 lessons which I learned in my life. What is about delightful design? In my opinion, delightful design is about not the user, don't make the user think. It comes from a great guy called Steve Krug, who used to work in Apple. And you can go there and read the book called Don't Make Me Think. And what is it about? The moment you ask, when the user looks at your product, when they are questioning, how do I go click on this? How do I go buy this? Then you are stacking questions on their mind. The moment users start stacking questions in their mind, they are not going to use your product. So the first thing what you need to do is, your mom or your grandmother should be able to use your design. Ask them to use it. Don't tell them. Just observe them. All we do as a designer when we create, oh, this is what I've done. You got to click here, you got to click there. Every time I cannot call you because you have thousands of customers who are using it. So it's very important for you to observe people. Both designs are great. ClearTrip and Make My Trip. I hope they're all not here from in this meeting, but both designs are fantastic. I'm still, the first one, which is ClearTrip, is focused, but Make My Trip is busy. Being a designer myself for 20 years, I still use Make My Trip. So there is nothing called good or bad design in this world. It's all about how comfortable you feel. So don't think that, is my design good or bad? Just go for it. You are not you are a designer, but you are not the one who is consuming it. Today, there is Tanuj here, they have a fantastic product, A/B testing, there are various other tools which are available. Let your user decide. They are the guys, and you can get immediate feedbacks in a jiffy. And that's what you got to do. This is a very interesting thing. I'm sure most of you would have faced it. What is that? Google always often hide their design. That's the beauty of the company. Thanks to Marissa Mayer, because she has done a brilliant job when she was in Google. Right? She's an expert in user interface. Do you know that why Google is so fast? Because they want to make sure they had only one vision. The design, it was a design vision. They want the results to throw to you when you search for it faster than your eye blinking time. And that's the beauty of design, and that's where everything came into life. What you see here is the so-called Airtel digital TV. And imagine, when I'm watching a TV which is paid, which is HD, I see a Star TV logo there, I see the Iron Man 3, I see a subtitle, on top of that I see Airtel, then it also comes out with once a while, new, the next one is coming. Imagine you're going to PVR and they are doing all this stuff. Will you ever go back? You'll never go back. So what does it mean? Airtel, instead of spending so much money on the other app, I would say that I'll create a simple interface wherein I can hide the entire control. That's all matters. That creates a fantastic user experience. I've not seen that yet so far anywhere in the world. So recently, I drink once a day coffee, and I moved on to what is called a Brew Exotica. It's a fantastic coffee. It's a Colombian coffee. You should try. Trust me, you will not get it anywhere because it's out of stock. They are going through some difficult time. So I went there. I started looking for it online. I went there and looked for it, me and my wife. We were so surprised by looking at the design. We said, wow, this is exciting. Go there, check it out. There is no link. There is nothing you can do. You can't reach out to their feedback. Nothing at all. It's just static. Whereas there's a beautiful company, when you go to Chicago, you should go see it. It's called Metropolis. They have everything you want to engage. To me, engagement is dynamic. It is not technology. If you don't engage your user, your product is not dynamic. Your designs are not dynamic. Right? Look at this. Both are same product. Book My Show. When was the last time, please raise your hand, you went to Book My Show web app and then booked a ticket? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many of you use it on your mobile? Look at that. So they have done a brilliant design. It's a beautiful design. My daughter loved to play with these because they want to see cycle. She thinks that every time, my 8 years old, she thinks that it's going to, she's asking me that, why can't they show horse? Right? So it is very important for us to think of that. Design is it is not about just look and feel. It's about convenience. It's about comfort. I should be able to book my ticket effortlessly. But one problem is that to book one ticket in Book My Show in mobile phone, I have to click 9 times. So if they can make it one time, nothing like it, right? So what is about design? I believe that useful design is a commodity, but delightful design is a magical experience. That's the difference. Do you know that you use only 5% of the features in Microsoft? Do you know that you use less than 5% of the apps you download in your mobile phone? Rest of them you don't use it in your lifetime. And that's the way it is. Why? It's all about experience. Like Alok was talking about, how do we create great user experience? And that's what matters. And it's possible. How do you do that? All you need to do is, you got to focus on simple things. Largely, I tell customers and designers in my office, I'm a self-taught guy. I've not gone anywhere else to learn. And for example, I'm sure many times you would have seen black background and red color font. It's bleeding. You can't afford to use it. You must understand that we don't have many design schools in the country, but there are great designers coming out of the country. So you need to work with them. They need to understand. Send them to a usability course, send them to visual design course. That's the only way you can fill the gap in the next 3 years. It's not going to happen in any other form. So everybody talked about Internet of Things. After this, I have only few things because I have few more minutes to go. And Internet of Things, in my opinion, there is only one thing I would say which can't be better than what Michael Littman said that. What he is saying is that whether you are doing a coffee maker, you are connecting with a washing machine, all you need to do is people are going through a nightmare with different interfaces. You must understand that how can you simplify and understand the integration of technology is what matters. I'm going to show you few design samples which we do, then I'm going to show a fantastic video which will blow your mind, and then we'll take it forward from there. So we are working with Abbott Laboratories. We have never met them. It's all through online. Look at the way what all we can do in India. It's fantastic work which we are working on for the last 2 years. This is the Abbott's new diagnostic stuff which is coming up. You can take the blood sample and put it in there. It will diagnose various stuff. So what you see on there on top of that is a 20-inch digital display screen which understands the conductive materials. Right? So we are designing the interface for that. I'm going to show you how we have done. This is the different kinds of systems. Each system has got different sizes, form factors, and in all of that they are going to use the design which we are working on. This is the design we have created here. What you see is you just take a sample and then put it there and start, and then you go out, and it's all reflective. So the colors are here brighter because normally in a diagnostic center it's all brightened. So you need to understand how to design for different form factors and different environment. What you're seeing is here is a drag and drop approach, and there is no chrome, which means there are no status bar, there is no form factor which defines that. Everything is completely configurable, editable. Whether you're a doctor, you may be looking at different data point. If you're a nurse, you're looking at a different data point. And it's beautiful thought process. What you're seeing is here a person is just removing the maintenance and then putting something else. Whenever you change shift, you can change the entire screen based on your job title and what you're looking at doing it. It's fantastic. That's the way design is moving forward in life. I'm just showing you some of them. You can just tap that and you can make it bigger, and then you can see much more detailed data points on what happened yesterday and what all the diagnostic data points which you can get it from there. And the final one, when you click on it, we just make a light box effect and then show you only that. I'm going to show you exciting video. We are likely to we are going to work with this company very soon. If everything goes well, as Ravi said, we would like to bring them to and show you real life in Bangalore NASSCOM product enclave. Please look at this. Is there an audio on in this? It's just a 1.3 minute. Please go there, look at IDM. I wanted to end this session with one thought, that all you see here, those objects are all 3D printed objects conductive material. I've seen this in real life. We are likely to bring them in 2 months from now. You can also do it. It costs you $10,000. And then they have an Android app. You can start working on it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Mukhi, for this wonderful session. I would like to give you a thanks, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you.